Hello guys, this is VacantVex, and today we're going to talk about the Prologue 4 stream, which is the official PSO2 NGS stream before launch. And today is going to be their last episode. So basically what they shown us in this and the last 3 episodes is the whole thing that is including in the launch. And it doesn't seem much, but since they actually provide us the roadmap of the future update plans, I'll say even it wasn't going to be a blast at launch, I think the game will be better after updates and updates. So anyway, let me introduce you to what they shown us in this stream. So first of all, there are new exploration sectors, which is the area that we are not allowed to go in the closed beta. But even they shown us these new sectors areas, I still think that most of them seem to have the same vibes, You can see what's different from the design, but when you're playing in the place, I don't see pretty much of a difference. But I'm glad to see at least the laboratory rooms kind of stands out, at least for me. Since almost everywhere is just nature, and now we have this is kind of refreshing, there used to be human, etc. Anyway, it just seemed interesting. And then they shown us some new enemies, some dolls and altars, which is some small bosses, and it doesn't seem much for me, but new content, I guess it's good anyway. So then there's the story and characters. They kind of show a little bit, just a little bit more of the stories. Just we will go to a central city and we will see the commander of the central city inside the central tower. So players will start at the Alio town. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correct, but we'll be starting the game somewhere else and then we'll go to this central city. And they said that this command room that you see in this animation is above the central tower, that we can teleport it with maybe an elevator or something. So I'm hoping that there are more areas like this command room that we can access by teleporting or something. Since the town is pretty empty, as I previously said on the CBT review, it just doesn't feel much. There's not many things to interact with, just kind of meaningless. And next, there's some new elements. So they have a new thing called simplified movement, which is basically a auto fighting button you can just press. You can put it on your PA panels, whatever, and just press it and it will automatically fight for you, maybe kind of similar to what Luster has. And then there's some class skills I'm not really interested in, since I think these class skills are better to know after we get our hands on the game and actually playing, Just seeing it doesn't mean much to me. So other things are like gathering party members. You can teleport players that are in the same party as you to your place using the beacon thing, the thing, yes. And then there's the voice chat. This is the first time I know this. They said that in the global version of PSO2 there are already voice chat, so that's interesting. But they now say that it will also include in the Japanese version at NGS. But this system will not work with the cloud service. And next is the kind of important thing, which is called preset skills. It is a random skill that will appear and locked on a weapon when the weapon dropped, and this cannot be transferred to other weapons. It doesn't count as a augment, which is great. And they say it wouldn't be a day and night change with this skill, so maybe just a small bonus feature, but I think players will get a way to properly use this kind of skills things, to add damage and make something crazy, I don't know, but I think players are very creative, so maybe some people will see this very important. And next there's the ACN SG scratch at launch. They kind of show us the first pull of the scratches. Still, I don't understand the dev's taste, so there's only a thing or two that caught my eyes, but the thing is, these scratch items seldom appear for a second time, so be sure to buy what you want before it expires. And in PSO2 you can exchange your unwanted AC or SG items into badges, but in NGS the badges will be changed, which it will work the same, but you just can't apply the PSO2 badges into New Genesis. So there's still the exchange store, but you can't take the badges from PSO2 NGS. And then they announced that the SG scratches will cost 50 SG per draw in NGS, comparing to the current 80 SG in PSO2. And also we can draw one time each day for free. So that's pretty kind, since these SG scratches sometimes really have some amazing items or camos or stuff. So that's a thumbs up for me. So next, they told us that there will be pre-launch events. For example, on Twitter or Facebook, there will be campaigns and there will be in-game items giveaway. And also there will be countdown login bonus for 7 days before launch. Also, before launch, there will be leveling and augmentation and enhancements boost events. And of course, there will be returning players and new player bonus. And then there's also a campaign that will include in NGS when launch, which will be items and leveling bonuses, etc. And next they announced a new Founders Pack, which we previously have seen like 2 versions of it, but now there's a new one that is about the Rappy, the chicken thing. It will be called Start-Rappy Pack. It will include costumes and movements and of course some item to boost your leveling and drop rate, etc. And the thing that caught my eye is that this Rappy costume is able to change colors. In PSO2 we can't change the colors ourselves. It's just what color is one costume, and now we can change it. So that's pretty nice. But the downside is that it's almost $50 and still pretty expensive. I don't understand why these, free to maybe it's because it's free to play, so they made these packs so expensive. But I don't think as a player that I'm coming to play a free to play game, and in my thoughts, I don't think that I will like to purchase such an expensive thing from a free to play game. So I don't understand, but if you like it, buy it. I won't say anything. The last thing they showed us is the roadmap. So as you can see, there are kind of a lot of things that are coming in this year. They will launch the game in June, and then there's so many things happening in the next 6 months, so pretty impressive. So at first, we will be able to access Alio region, which is the map we see at closed beta, plus the areas we see in the first part of this episode. And I hope the full Alio region will be the whole map we see at closed beta, including dark areas. Because if this is the case, then when they're adding new region, then that means that they're adding a whole new map. And the map is pretty huge, so I'm kind of looking forward for it. And then there is going to be only 6 classes and capped at level 20 when launch. But there will be soon a anniversary event at July, and then August there are bravery release, and then fall there's bouncer. So that's pretty quick for a new game update. I guess it makes sense since it's not completely a new game. It's still PSO2, just NGS, but still pretty nice. And then there will be a huge update drop in winter, including new region and level cap increase to 35, which it's pretty fast. Just 6 months and there's a huge update. And Summoner will also drop next year, but the status of the pets and sweet box will not be shared into NGS, so you will have to grind it from start. And the most exciting thing for me is that there are going to be a new weapon called gunblade, so FF14 crossover. I'm just joking. I don't think they will have this crazy crossover, But I really like the idea of gunblade, so I'm looking forward to see what it will actually be. And of course, it will also comes out with a new class. And as a bonus, they had released the benchmark system, which is the benchmark software. You can test your computer capacity, and also you can create your character and save it as a preset, as we previously said and introduced. And it's now out, so you can download it. Just go to the PSO2 website or just Google PSO2 NGS character creator, and you will find it on the NGS official website. So that's basically it. This is the whole stream. At the end of the stream, they also drop a full new game trailer that is like 6.5 minutes long. And besides the weird voice and the lines choice, it's a pretty complete intro for people who doesn't know what the Phantasy Star series is about. So if you have a friend that aren't sure should they play it, just post this video to them and maybe they'll be interested. And that's about it. The thing I'm still pretty not into after this stream is the fact that almost all enemies can appear in anywhere. So each area are mainly divided by enemy levels and material source. But in the original PSO2, we will expect desert related monsters in the desert area and snow related ones in the snow area. But it doesn't seem to be in the case here. I think this is one of the reasons why I don't feel that each areas are feeling different. Well, I'll still play the game anyway, but it'll be another story about can I stick with it or not. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is VacantVex, over and out.